going on? Legion Rudy here playing more RuneScape Dragonwilds. Welcome to another Gaming XP Grind episode 109. Wow, crazy. 109. So let's go ahead and put all these resources away. We've sort of just been behind the scenes going through all the different things we have and then realizing how dysfunctional we are. And I just put those in the wrong one. So we're trying to get things a little bit more put together, and it's going to be a constant thing. So it's not like just because we cleaned up this time, it's done. It's basically going to be an ongoing issue where I've got too much stuff and I do too much. So it's a problem, and it'll always be a problem. So I guess I'd rather have too much than not enough, though, right? So we do got our swamp tar here, which we'll put this back because we've been using that to make one of the new things in the game. So we don't really have a lot to cook. I mean, we could use all the meat. We've got quite a bit, but I'm not really going to focus on that right now. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to crack one of these ward stones, and then that way we've got a little bit of shield, even though I don't even really think we need it. It's about to be dark, but we're still going to go back out. I'm not really that worried about it. So let's go ahead and get back to it. So I think I would actually have a lot more food to use if I potentially was picking up everything from the creatures I kill, but as you know, I'm sort of leaving a lot of stuff on the ground because my inventory will get full. So that sheep, and you see here where this is just ridiculous. I'm trying to pull out my crossbow and I'm clicking the wrong button. So we got the sheep, ridiculous. But ultimately, we've got to fix our crossbow rather soon. It should get us to level 50 before we have to fix it. So I don't really think it's going to be a problem in this episode, but we will fix that. And ultimately, just going to be running around shooting a bunch of sheep and ram, which is what we do a lot, actually. These are my favorite thing to kill. I think it's because they're out here in such large number, and everything else sort of seems to be scattered. I suppose you could go kill rats if you're a low level, but the resources these guys give are actually quite good, especially the animal bones. Those are really going to be important, I guess, for prayer. I can't really state that for sure. That's just my guess, but I think it's a good guess. So obviously you're going to need something at a beginner level that you can actually use to level up your prayer when it comes to the game, which is like leaps away, right? Like light years, not really, but almost probably like 9 months away. I'm talking about something that's way down the road, but I like to prepare. I think when you're prepared, you put yourself in a position to basically be incredibly successful when you're trying to get things done in the game. So that's pretty much why I am stockpiling on a ridiculous amount of resources. Suppose they actually did sort of take away levels in skills or something like that. I would basically have enough resources to get back a lot of different things, not really necessarily cooking. That would be an ultimate just destruction for me. Construction wouldn't be that hard. I've got plenty of planks. I could fix that problem. I think ultimately it would be devastating regardless. There's like mining, which would be ridiculous. That would be killer. There's so many things in the game that I would have to redo, and I'm not even sure how I feel about it and if I would be up to the challenge, to be quite honest, because if you wipe out all the extra progress that we've put into the game after the fact that we haven't really had anything to do in the game since, what, maybe like 3 weeks after the game came out, you pretty much can be done with everything. So we don't really have lots to do. So I don't think we should be penalized for playing extra in the game to sort of prepare ourselves for what's to come in the future. But we'll just have to sort of wait and see what happens with that. And I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. So I'm trying not to really worry about it all that much. Just sort of thought I'd bring it up. But let's head back out as our sorry, we needed to sleep. Our inventory really doesn't matter because we're just going to keep killing anyway. So let's see if we can't find some more creatures so we can get our level 50 range taken care of. Let's see, I don't really see a lot of them out here. They're just sort of not here, which is fine. There's tons out there, really far away. I don't really want to have to go that far to kill them, but I guess we will. There's some over here actually spawning in, so we'll just take them. That was a great shot. Unfortunately, the other one's trying to run, and I don't think I'm going to be as lucky, so we're going to have to worry about that after. There's so many out there in a distance. It's so exciting when I see all these sheep and ram, even though I've killed them and seen them so many times. It always is an exciting thing. But actually, we're not that far from leveling up our range to level 50. So I imagine as well that we're going to be unlocking a new ability with range. So it's going to be really exciting to see what that is. I'm sure I've read about it when they introduced the skill into the game, but I don't quite remember. So, and things are going pretty smooth anyway without any real new abilities being added. I would say that I don't even think I really use the abilities for pretty much a lot of the skills. I feel like you don't really need them to play the game, but I'm imagining that you definitely will need those things to potentially kill bosses that they introduce into the game. That makes a lot of sense because obviously there's going to be mechanics that they probably introduce into the game, especially since it's a survival game, that sort of make you have to rely on those things, which can be an important thing, potentially stunning bosses and things like that, which could give you an advantage to potentially like stun or stop an ability that's potentially going to kill you if you don't stop it. So obviously those things are really important to have in a game. Otherwise, it's just sort of aim and shoot. And I think that it's important to have different things that make the game a little bit more complex and a little bit more exciting while you're playing the game. There's just that feeling of when you finally beat a boss that you can't beat, and you did all the mechanics right, and you did everything at the right time. It's a, such of a feeling to basically be able to do all that, and it makes it more rewarding, I think, when you actually get the kill, rather than just sort of racing through a game and completing it with ease. I feel like difficulty is definitely an important element for a game, so I definitely think that they will do that. I'm realizing right now as well that I'm saying definitely a lot, which is weird. Anyway, there's so much on the ground I can actually pick up, but I've got my inventory full. There's just a bunch of sheep and ram over here that have spawned in, and over here as well. But we're going to go this way since we already sort of started. I missed the first shot, so it looks like they're all going to start running, but they're running right towards me. Go figure. So we've got level 50 range now, and that's actually quite exciting. This one's running the other way, so let's go ahead and take him out. He decided he's going to come back and fight. So we are level 50 range. What does it change? I don't even think I saw any ability unlock on my screen. I'm not even sure. I wasn't really paying enough attention. Um, so I guess I don't know. But it doesn't really change a lot, obviously, for me right now in the game. We're just focusing on um, killing, and that's pretty much it. This ram's irritating, but we got him. So in the next episode, obviously this one's not over, but I just thought I'd mention, I think we're going to try to focus on rune crafting a little bit. We can start to push it closer to its million XP milestone, which is a really big deal because, as many of you know, rune crafting takes a long time to get XP, so I'm actually really excited about that. That will be another hurtful thing if they did sort of wipe out XP people have gotten past the mark. It's just rune crafting would take such a long time to get all that XP back. And that's why if they did it, I think I myself and a lot of other players may reconsider even playing the game anymore. It would be completely annihilate, devastating, and just completely demoralizing. So just gonna have to wait and see the approach they take. But I think they already know a lot of people would be really unhappy. So, and then that sort of begs the question. Obviously, I think they said the game's going to be in early access for a very long time. So you can't say that every time they come out with a big update, you're going to lose all your XP. That sounds ridiculous. So just really got to wait and see. But that's a big wait and see. That's really monumental for a lot of people who play the game. So I don't think they'd do it. But anyway, let's go ahead and put all this stuff inside a chest. And then we're going to get back out there. But we obviously got to fix our crossbow really quick. So that's not going to take that long. And I don't even remember what I need to fix it. I think it's just a blurite bar, actually. So let's just go ahead and grab one of those and then go fix it. And jump back out and start killing a little bit more. So yeah, rune crafting in the next episode. And then maybe we'll spend some time sort of gathering dirty water. But I'm not entirely sure. Because if we continue to just kill sheep and ram, we should have lots of resources that we can just sort of use to keep getting XP in cooking. I'm not really super into the idea of going back and collecting thousands of dirty water like I recently did, because obviously that took a considerable amount of time and it's not fun. This is a lot better. At least I'm getting an XP in an attack style. That was one of the big things. if I continue to collect dirty water, I'm taking away XP in an attack style or attack skill that where I would get from killing creatures while getting food that I could level up or cooking. So it actually sort of takes away from other skills to do it that way. So I really don't think it's actually the smart way to do it. It's inefficient. Just basically having to double back and go do things again. And you obviously would be getting more cooking XP, but if you were to keep grinding, suppose like I do, you're probably going to get plenty of XP anyway. And you wouldn't even necessarily have to worry about that. But obviously, it takes a considerable amount of time to get like attack XP and all the other different skills. So I think it would make a lot of sense to just do it right the first time, so you don't have to spend that much more time trying to achieve what you're trying to. And this is going to be an interesting fight. I did get hit, and it was brutal. So I may teleport away. It depends on how much I can get him before he completely kills me. So let's go ahead. I might die, actually. Hopefully not. But I've gotten a lot better because of range. Magic wasn't powerful enough, and melee just puts me too close to these guys. So I think we got it. And I got shot by an arrow. That was crazy. Was not expecting that. I'm actually not even mad about that, actually, because it was completely wild. Completely. I did not even see it coming. So I guess it really wasn't that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and pop out one of these. We're going to go ahead and fix our leggings of lightness. This is really important because you want to be able to carry as much weight as you can when you're sort of doing all the things that I do so much. So we got those fixed. Let's go get our stuff. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So where's my body? It's up here somewhere. It's just ridiculous, but it's okay. I almost felt like I forgot what it was like to die because I really haven't died so much recently. Let's see. I'm totally going the wrong way. Am I? I am. So it's somewhere over here, I suppose. That was ridiculous. And it looks like another one spawned, which is actually quite crazy because ultimately, how many of those guys do we need out here at once? And it's daylight. Normally, I don't like to be out here in the dark, but it appears that regardless, it's still dangerous. I should have actually put a ward stone on just in case I accidentally bump into him again. We've actually got two wolves here. We can actually fight really quick. But I think he's pretty far away from us. I don't really think it's going to be a problem, but then again, I'm walking backwards, so you never know what's going to happen. But there we go. So we got a little bit of XP, and we got some resources, which we don't fight wolves incredibly often, but we do fight them sometimes. So it's also kind of nice to get different items from different creatures that we don't always encounter. Let's see if I can get him. Got him. It's a great shot. See, get him. Get this one. And pretty much just keep killing the goal. So much stuff on the ground, but my inventory's full again. So let's go ahead and go back. I think we're going to come back one more time. And then when we fill up our load, that'll be the end of the episode. But I think we're making quite good progress. Obviously maxed out in all the skills that are currently available, or at least the highest level that they can be. So let's go ahead. I actually put my arrows away, or my bolts, I should say. Let's go ahead and pop a ward stone. I really don't think we're going to need it, but I said that last time, and now I'm dead. I was dead, so... Alright. Rune crafting is going to be interesting, because I don't think we've really been shooting anything down. Let's go take a look really quick, actually. Don't even remember. No, we have not. So, nothing's really saved up. So, that's going to be a little bit tricky. We're going to probably have to work on that a little bit, so I'm not sure. Maybe in the next episode, we can focus on something else. And that's another reason why I don't want to completely finish rune crafting, because once it's done, then it's just going to be cooking and sort of just stockpiling XP and other skills that are pretty much going to put me in the same positions that I've been in. So, I don't know. Obviously, I'm definitely happy with my progress in the game, and it's going to be good. It's all going to be good. So, that guy was only with, what, like 10 XP? I think that's crazy. But I guess he is a deer, so he's like a lower level. But so much stuff on the ground. I don't even think that I'll be able to pick up everything that I've left on the ground in the time it takes before Felhalo, because I've killed so many different things in so many different places now. Everything's sort of just scattered. This place used to actually spawn a lot of sheep. There they are. It's a giant group that usually spawns in. And I haven't seen them here for a little bit, so it's interesting to finally see them back. Got that one. That was a good one. Before he sort of ran. But there we go. It's interesting also the plant isn't really responding as much as it used to. There used to be a plant here and it was just nothing but trouble. Got them all. Looks like our inventory's almost full as well. But yeah, so maybe we can do another episode where we're sort of running around killing things, and then we can use all those resources to sort of work on cooking again. Cooking is one of the things that I don't really think it hurts to have extra XP in, because it just takes so long to level. And I sort of already went over it a million times, I feel like, that just because we're going to have new creatures in the game that are going to drop new food that we can make new recipes with, doesn't mean those creatures or monsters, whatever, animals, are going to be easy to kill. So this is a great time to use all this extra time before Valhalla comes to sort of get that XP in the skill, so I don't really have to potentially have to deal with that horribleness of running around getting all these resources that are incredibly hard to get. But then again, a lot of those creatures are going to have to die anyway, because I'm going to need the resources that they've got to make new recipes for armor, blueprints, whatever you might call them. So either way, I guess I'm going to have to kill them, but I still want to play the game, so it's just how it is. That was terrible. It took forever to kill him, and we got struck by lightning on a mountain. Let's see. It's interesting too when you're out here, the mechanic, and then you've got obviously the Bloodblight Swamp, where it's just constant poison, right? So I'm interested to see the way that they sort of start doing the new mechanics and the new areas, how brutal it's going to be, and how hard to survive. I don't think it's just going to be, hey, drink this potion and you're going to be able to hang out here. I think it needs to be more complex than that. Definitely, like the shade area, but I don't think that's going to be for a while. But I don't think they want it to be so simple that basically it's just irrelevant. Like, drink this potion and you'll be able to stay here as long as you want. That's not, like, that doesn't work forever. You've got to have some other sort of idea. So, did quite a bit of killing. Level 50 range. So we're probably going to do an XP update and call it. So we've got attack XP. We didn't really work on this. I think we might have attacked someone with attack. But 316,000 attack XP. We've got level 50 range. And is there an ability from leveling up? And we might actually get attacked. Because by a warband, I'm not sure. So I forgot to go over it. 42,552 ranged XP. We're leveling up that crazy fast. Wood cutting 1,001,000, construction 2,013,000, rune crafting 908,000, magic 122,000, mining 4,204,000, artisan 4,122,000, and cooking 351,350 XP. So we covered quite a bit. We've done so much in the game. Obviously, the thing that really motivates us, aside from the fact that we love to play the game, is just the fact that we're getting so many viewers, and people seem to be somewhat enjoying our content, and we're really grateful for all of you. And we're going to keep this quest up, the quest for Road to Max. So again, thank you guys for watching our content, and until next time, Legion Uda out.